Hello.
Hello. How are
Welcome.
you, Dr. Amir?
I'm
Thank
very
you.
good. How are
Very
you
good.
today?
Oh, I'm lovely. I'm happy. I'm just
Good,
great,
good, good.
actually.
That's excellent. It's an absolute pleasure to meet you.
You as well. Um, Christy sent me to you.
Oh, well, I'm honored, and
Oh,
so I look forward to a powerful and very profound session.
yes, I do too. I want to share a little quick story.
Of course.
Because yesterday I was watching somebody who channels angels, but the message was what I got from it was that, people always ask, what should I do? And the angel said, we're the ones who chose to incarnate in this life. So it's our choice what to do. And they're along for the ride, you know?
Yes,
And I thought
yes.
that was really beautiful. But like always, I would say, if the message is meant for me, then to send me, send it to me. And so I woke up this morning from a dream. And the song that was in my head was It's a Beautiful Life by Ace of Base. Have you ever heard that song?
Yes, yes, yes.
And I never watched the video and I really never listened to the words. And so when I watched their official video today, you're waking from a dream and the girl yawns and all it's like Ace of Base comes out of her mouth and they're like the guides. And it was just like so beautiful. And they're along for the ride, basically, is what, that like that's what they were saying. So I thought it was just like I woke up, I was like, oh, it's amazing when we how many ways they speak to us,
Of
our
course.
guides or our higher self or source, which I feel very connected to. But yeah, it's just so many ways, and I was just really grateful to start my day like that and then to come and meet you. So
Well,
anyway, I
it's
just wanted to share.
may you have many, many, many of these beautiful days. May they get even better by the
I,
day.
that's what
So,
I always say, every day
oh
gets
yes,
better. Every day gets better. Every day I can be something new,
of
so
course. So,
yeah.
my wonderful friend, let's get started. I
Okay,
would like to
yes.
ask, is there anything in particular you'd like us to focus on today?
I've had a lot of questions, and that's why Christy wanted me to talk to you. But
Mm-hmm.
I would like to get into one of the major things that happened in my life
Mm-hmm.
that actually really opened me up more. And it was during a QHHT session. I went back to what I believe was the beginning of my soul's and the birth of my
Mm-hmm.
consciousness. And I saw myself as this plasma being, and it was this beautiful blue electric being. And I was pure consciousness. And I felt like I just became like a newborn baby, And there were other beings with us or with me, but we were all connected by these silver strands of like light and plasma. And I felt like from us, other things were born. And it was such a natural, organic process. This experience, though, gave me like this. When I came out of it, I'm like, oh, no wonder why we needed creation, because it was a complete 0 point, a complete neutrality. There was no human emotion, none of these things that we experience here. Um, it felt like the void. It felt like dark matter. And from where all creation started, and there was no planets, there was nothing but us. But that's all I could see. There was nothing
Goosebumps.
but us.
Goosebumps
Yeah.
all over.
Oh,
Yeah. Okay.
and and it was so organic, and it just reminded me of life itself too, how we birth children and how everything is birthed. And there is an evolution to it as well, because and it was like a magnet, like we were drawn together. It was like magnetism, and then we birthed something new that was identical to ourselves with a small variation. And that's how it kept growing organically, very slowly, though, very slowly. It wasn't like this big boom. It was this organic merging and expansion and creating something. And I felt like that's how the whole universe was. But I don't know. And I don't know if that was myself, it felt like me, or I was just tapping into something else. But it was the most beautiful thing I've ever experienced, and really, really brought together how we're all connected, yet we do have that individuated self, You know what I mean? So both exist at the same time, right?
Yes.
But anyway, but that was what the start of it was. And I have much to talk to you about, but I don't want to hold you up because we have a car wash.
Yes, indeed. So that QHHT session did take you back to the primordial divine void. The
Yes.
color blue, this is the syllable of creation associated with the sound whom.
Mm.
And so you can reach that state, go back to that level of you with mantras associated with the void. Vajra Kili Kilaya Sarva Vignam Vam Hum Pe. And so that blue syllable of creation is associated with the energy of the void. The void is a place of infinite energy and infinite possibility. Very little ego. So all
Oh,
beings of the void are one and the same. Now, with what is manifest down here, more possibilities emerge. So existence, reality, and manifestation enriches the void, and the void enriches creation. So there's this cycle of, let's say, organic growth. That organic growth is not an explosion, it's very, very organized and methodical. Spot on. So you have the awareness of being, at least in one level, a being of the void. This is very powerful. So the energy and the infinite probabilities. One of them is chosen, energy is given to it, and vibration begins. Sound emerges, sound and geometry. Vibrations speed up, we have the realm of light. And then dimensions emerge. And so from that level of void, you can choose what you wish to manifest. So I'll give you the mantras for the primordial void. It has an effect on the human aspect, which is the removal of ego and illusion. This is also associated with Mother Kali. She's also a being of the divine void. The effect of it is righteousness. You will become once again, in this aspect, the mighty human, you'll become the protector of Dharma, all that is good. And so in order to be the wielder of the divine fire, the self needs to be purified. It's a very beautiful and beneficial process for those who have the dedication to go through it. I think you are one
I
of
do.
those.
I
Yes.
actually, I absolutely do. And
Yeah.
that experience, I mean, my connection to source, and I don't, because I can barely even say his name, and I always call him Father, as I did not have a father in this life, which
Mhm.
was such a beautiful thing because I always directed my love, my fatherly love to source, knowing that it's
Beautiful.
not man or female, male, you know, but that's what I did as a child. So I've always had that beautiful connection with source. And all I have to do is say his name and I'm filled with so much love. And then from
I
there,
get it.
I
Oh,
can
yes.
anchor it into the earth. And from there, I can give it because I'm giving from a place of overflow.
I
You
know.
know what I
I'm
mean?
feeling what you're the real deal, my friend. And
And I try to
tears
explain that
come,
to people
the
to give from
tears of
overflow.
profundity and
Yeah.
beauty. You are home. How wonderful it is. Oh,
Yeah.
yes. Oh, yes. I get it. Oh, yes.
And also so grateful for being here, because there is so much beauty here. And that's why, and that's something I was trying to share with people yesterday. And when that song came through too, and they were showing the beauty of the world, and not like to just look for those moments, forget all the other stuff. You know what I mean? Because the more gratitude you have for all, because my life is beautiful, regardless of what I've been through. And I've been through some stuff, but man, does that really shape who you are? you know,
Yes.
and each experience just builds on my character and my ability to draw in that higher consciousness and that love and for myself, for others, without judgment. You know, there's always those moments, and then you go back to no, 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 no.
Yes.
Let's look at this neutrally, and let's send everybody on their way with love. We can not invite that into our life anymore, but send away with love and know that everybody's playing their role. And since I don't know, like I can't tap into everything to know what's a contract and what's an attack. And, you know, like attacks are just coming into my awareness recently because I've never personally thought like that. I always thought I'm divinely protected and I never thought of it. But as I continue to grow, I feel like I need to also make that part of my awareness. And I feel like I'm in a place where I can do that still in neutrality and love without it affecting myself and my frequency, because that's the biggest thing for me, is not to let anything drop my frequency.
That is much
And not,
needed.
yes.
That is
And
much needed. It's not just for your sake.
yes,
You see, and please consider, it's not every lifetime that one reaches this level of awareness. So once we're at this stage, why not evolve even further? Really
exactly.
pushing it.
Yes.
And so there's a great need for balance, as you beautifully stated. Some beings refuse to respond to polite language.
Mhm.
The dum-dums,
Yeah.
the frickin' pirates, yeah, the low ones that do the nasty, dirty work.
Mhm.
And so for a number of millennia, they were allowed to run loose just for the purpose of enrichment.
Mhm.
Humanity did benefit, although it was traumatic and unpleasant. It strengthened us, like getting a vaccine which may make you ill for a short period of time and then you're immune. That was the wisdom of this. But now it's time for this to roll out and for divine creation and evolution to continue. So you being in your full power and full ability and awareness where to wield the divine fire.
Mhm.
There's no anger, there's no judgment, there's no vengeance.
Mhm.
That which is out of balance, to the dark or to the light.
Mhm.
Imbalance is imbalance. The imbalance is burnt out. If something remains, it can continue to evolve.
Exactly.
So we need more who can wield the divine fire. You're most certainly one of these. Now, the bodies we come in, they're not perfect. They're not the complete design.
Mhm.
From the mother and father's side, we inherit lots of genetic problems. There could be bloodline karma. Then there's the process of being a fetus. Lots of stuff is done during that time, the trauma of birth, childhood, school, education, religion, you name it. And so, all in all, some of these become obstructions. So, that's what we'll address today.
Right.
Anything
No, I
that
get
doesn't
that
belong,
completely.
getting it out of the way. You're most certainly tapped in, you're on the right track, your energy is radiant, it's
Mhm.
beautiful. So let's go through the car wash and I'll share what I know with you, at least point you in the direction that I know will benefit you in integrity and honesty.
Thank you. Your
So
energy is beautiful, by the way, too.
thank you.
And it was like this knowing. And
I
you
know.
know,
Hey,
yesterday
hello,
too.
hello
I know.
again. Yes, we're old friends,
Yeah.
my dear honored friend. I'm getting goosebumps. Yes, beings of the void are one and the same. We may come in small packets of energy into different bodies, but there's a kinship. We're all one.
Mhm. We are.
Okay, so
Let me get my tissues out already because here we go.
this is good. Right there, that single tear, that's purging thousands of years of separation. This is recognition of soul family.
Mhm.
Hello, love you there.
Hello. I love you. I've
There we
been
go. That's
telling you I
right.
loved you all week since I made the
Oh,
appointment. It's
so
like, I
same,
love you.
likewise. And so let's cleanse the space and energy. If you have any Palo Santo,
I
or
brought
yeah,
it.
there we go.
I
Wonderful.
came prepared. I've never used it. It's brand new. I've never used any
Oh,
of
it's
this.
so lovely.
I usually just clear with the light, but I love learning new tools. So,
So we're going down to the level of physicality
right.
and lower astral. Before matter and energy comes in, we have the elemental forces.
Okay.
And so with fire, we're
Mhm.
transmuting also.
Okay.
So cleansing my space, cleansing my vessel, so I may be a clear channel for divine wisdom and healing, and so that I may serve your highest soul purpose, highest good, and greatest life. Okay. So next instrument, the singing bowl, additional cleansing through sound, and he'll give me initial pictures, although from what you've described we already know a lot, but what is around you, what you are emanating, without going into your energy yet.
Okay.
Okay, so holding the signature of the energy of the divine void, this is the first stage of separation from source, so it is close to source. There's no identity, there's no separation really. It is the mechanism of creation. So holding this essence, this shard of your infinite soul has come into this universe on a rather comprehensive mission, meaning you've experienced every stage of life, every stage of sentience, all the way from the elemental beings, fire, water, earth, air, and elementals of the Akash, including crystalline beings, going up to other types of elementals, so including the genie, the fae, elven, so a fourth dimensional, fifth dimensional, then coming back into physical life, single cell, experiencing what it is to be a plant, a tree, but then all other forms of life. Also experiencing every variation of human. So there have been approximately 30,000 versions of human. We're just the last one. Now, each of these versions were different. Some were really large. Some were really, really powerful in terms of, let's say, shape-shifting, or some were very powerful in terms of psychic abilities. This last version that we are using right now is designed to optimize the general human design against psychic warfare. We're the warrior ones. Now, the purpose of this is keeping records. This is far more comprehensive than the Akashic records. You're a holder and guardian of this knowledge, the history of life from the very beginning on this planet, in all its beautiful variety and complexity, all over the oceans and the land, subterranean beings, those residing in the upper atmosphere, all of it. You're the keeper of records. Now, what makes this very, very potent is as you have first-hand experience, your knowledge is not biased. You know exactly what is up. You cannot be deceived. You cannot be lied to. in this period in time where we've got the holographic reality, the matrix rolling out at the end of the final stage of the Dark Ages, we're going to be going into a transition period. The beings that are deceitful, self-serving, the beings that lack empathy, you know who they are. So you've had an existence even among them. You've experienced all of it, so you understand their motivations, why they became the way they became. So this is an approach of truth and compassion. And yet every being has been given the offer of redemption and forgiveness to rejoin the path of divine evolution. Some of them, for one reason or another, at this point it really doesn't matter, they have refused. Now you can bring in balance in a way that no other being can. This is very unique. So I would imagine as we go through your energy system, we'll see something very, very special that holds all this information. And this is all you. So this human vessel that you are in right now, again, by very definition, is special. The history of all life on this world exists within you. And this is yours. You don't need to go elsewhere. You don't need to open up the Akashic records or the Divine Library of Life or any other library. You are the library. And so your word is truthful and it is just. And so with this radiant love and compassion, if you decide a certain species or a certain group got to go, that is as good as it gets. It's the divine final verdict. So there is no more worthy being to be the instrument of balance than yourself. And so you need to remember that you have the instrument of transmutation, of purging that which has become corrupt, uncreational. So you're the gentle, loving warrior. There's no anger, there's no vengeance, there is just love and restoring balance. Balance to the force. You know, that sounds a cliche, but it is profound.
Yeah. That sounds
Okay,
right.
so I'll pass the shortcut. It's been preserved by the Hindu and the Buddhists. Path of Vajrakila Tantra. So I'll share that with you. And now I would like to kindly ask for your permission and connect your energy. Let's start the car wash. Let's see what's going on.
Yes, let's do that. I give you permission. Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Calling to my beloved, beloved, source of all sources, source of all things in all domains, asking for clearing, for healing, for renewal, for remembering, for the removal of all obstacles, for all that is aligned with our highest soul purpose, highest good, greatest life, health, wealth, joy, abundance, excitement, and evolution. May these blessings overflow, and may the overflow wash across the cosmos and serve the highest good of all. Okay, starting with branches of Soul Star, so about a foot above the head, we've got a vortex of energy. Then from there we've got branches connecting you to every aspect of your infinite soul. All those life forms you are connected to as we speak. So let's see. There's shifting opposition. It's dynamic. Moving now into a left side, dimension 10. Okay, tiny little portal open right above the head. So on the central axis, dimension 10. And from here, there's some sort of like octopus arm coming up, waving through the branches. Keeping tabs on every one of these aspects. Let's go through, see what this is. So by the end of today, you'll be wielding the void energy again. I'll share everything I know with you. Om Vajra Kili Kilaya Sarva Vignam Vamhumpe. Om Vajra Kili Kilaya Sarva Vignam Vamhumpe. Om Vajra Kili Kilaya Sarva Vignam Vamhumpe. Embodying the infinite divine void, now connecting to the beloved source of all sources. Om Burbuva Swaha Tatsavitur Varenyam Bargo Devasya Dimahi Dio Yona Prachodayat. Okay, going to dimension 10, going through this little portal, pushing the little tentacle out of the way, going through. Let's see what's connected to your energy. Neighboring universe is not ours. Universe +5. Again, this is seems to be a being of the void. What's this guy doing? Is it causing harm? Yes, it is. That is shocking. Okay. Universe +5, corruption has reached the void. Okay. I knew we had to bring source in. Let's deal with this individual being. It's got lots of tentacles rolling all around. It seems to be plugged into beings like you. This is a big no-no. Okay. Officially, the only thing that is free and pure is source. The void contains corruption. Let's deal with this and the divine void everywhere. In the name of my beloved source of all sources, I create a pocket universe. The being violating cosmic law, violating universal law in this universe, and violating the sovereignty of this beloved being, I pull into this pocket universe. Okay, it's not familiar with my approach. I've got all of it in. All beings aligned in action and intention with this type of violation of the divine void, I pull in to this pocket universe. Motivation is curiosity, but in this it is causing harm. All knowledge, wisdom, technology and data used towards this violation I nullify. All resulting knowledge, data, technology and information I nullify. I pull it all into this pocket universe. All those aligned in action and intention I draw in from all domains that consciousness exists for a comprehensive divine audit of the entire infinite soul. I set this pocket universe ablaze with the appropriate strength and vibration of divine fire, so that it may burn to such a degree for what remains to be of service to the highest good of all. Once again, I peg this into existence and speak it into reality. Little tentacle no longer existing in this reality in your energy structure, coming back through, collapsing portal in dimension 10. Looking at the rest of the branches, seems to be all clear. Focusing now on Soul Star. Little bit of obstruction. This would limit the light that you are pulling in from the infinite soul, reducing your intuitive ability. Let's clear up the Soul Star. Breaking off blockage. And let's vacuum this out of the way. Bridge 100% open. Crown looking good. Light making it in. Okay, good. Good. You're reconnected to everything now. So right at the node, that central node where everything has to come in towards the conscious mind, there was a big blockage. That's out of the way. Let's pull in light, bring you to full strength. Calling to my beloved, beloved source of all sources, calling to your infinite soul, asking for fresh new light, light never used, never circulated, never recycled. Light for the purpose of bringing this beloved being to full strength, washing down all the branches, coming into Soul Star, down the bridge and entering the crown, going all the way through the body, exiting from your feet. Okay, so we need to open up beneath your feet. Your energy structure is not human. It's significantly more advanced. No wheels going around. We're not talking about bicycles and carts with spinny wheels. You've got a crystalline energy structure from crown connecting to soul star all the way down underneath your feet, connecting to the earth star. Okay. This is the unique part. Now this unified crystalline structure holds immense information. So think of the regular human structure. Although the body would have this, think of a thin layer of paint on the surface. So a beginner would have a look at your energy, say, oh yes, I see these chakras. You're able to embody the energy of each center. So instead of having this, you have a complete crystal, so the size of your body. Now that light is getting in, this is what it looks like.
Oh, wow.
A little aura
Oh
on the top, that's connecting to your soul star. And the little one here down the bottom, that's connecting into your root structure. No chakras, no wheels, none of that.
Oh my God. As many people try to get me to work on my chakras, I didn't feel like I had them. And I always felt like this straight pillar of light.
Goosebumps.
Oh,
Yep.
and yeah. Okay.
Now imagine one of these tiny little wheels. They can be damaged. They're very, very fragile. This crystalline structure, it's not coming from this universe. So coming in, you said no compromises.
Right.
I'm keeping my own advanced form. So nothing can damage your energy structure or light body. It's pretty much bulletproof. It is immune to anything we have here. So what's left is blocking the soul star and earth star. Both were blocked.
Would a Maharic shield block that? The Maharic shield?
Heart shield? No.
Maharic. Have you ever heard of a Maharic shield?
But I don't understand why you would want to do that.
Somebody was saying that I should do that, even though I always felt like I didn't need to do it,
See,
and it made me wonder whether it was actually blocking something. And just like the sign of the cross, I always felt was like going from our third eye to our heart and then crossing over our throat, like I felt like they were like, I don't know how to explain it, but it just didn't feel organic. It felt like it was actually crossing off or cursing our own energy, not a curse, but you know what I mean? Like working against our own energetic centers.
So, very, very powerful, sophisticated energetic structure. It's larger than the tiny little wheels. It's the entire width of the body. So you're inside this very robust crystal. You need to pull light from source and your infinite soul through the vessel, anchor it into the planet, connecting to your root system, which fills the earth, and then pulling up the energy of earth through the body into the branches. So connecting heaven to earth and earth to heaven. You won't need any kind of shield. That's your, in terms of evolution here, this is barely down here. Unnecessary.
I should listen to myself. Thank you. No.
You should listen to yourself. Yes. Now, light is coming in, and then right underneath the feet, Earth Bridge and Earth Star have some obstruction. Let's just get that out
Okay.
and break it up. So I'm using the sequoia tree, sequoia rattle, starting from the soles of your feet. Now, by the way, everything inside clear. No implants, no cord, impossible. It doesn't work on your energy.
That's what I
Okay,
thought too. Okay.
you're immune. Forget about black magic, forget
Yeah.
about secret programs,
Yeah.
forget about aliens, demons, all that stuff. They can affect more primitive designs, but not yours.
Okay.
Nothing in this universe can touch you.
And I felt that, and then I don't know, people maybe feel like maybe that was my ego, but I really felt like it wasn't my ego. I just felt divinely I just felt protected. It was never in my consciousness, you know. But
My dear, you are not protected. You are the protection.
oh, I am.
You're the protection for all the rest of us. Okay, so let's focus on the soles of the feet.
Okay.
Breaking up obstruction. It's coming off easy. This is old. It's been with you for a while, trying to prevent you from anchoring your light and also receiving blessings from the earth. It would make it very difficult. Caveat, your hands would still be open. So when you touch a tree or anything like that, this is a common strategy for beings of the void. They go for the feet. So you still have received everything you need to through the hands. Let's open up the earth bridge further. So from black now it's turning into brown. Let's just vacuum this out, encouraging light through the entire vessel and loosening this up, pulling it out now at the earth star. And now let's wash your root system. Pushing light through and vacuuming all this out. It's getting more, let's say, fluid, less sticky and viscose. Let's go at the base of the feet. Down the bridge is clearing out. Earth star opening up. And now going for the root system. Let's pull this stuff out. Okay, it's respawning. Let's see where it's coming from exactly. Close to the Earth star, base of the feet. I had a dream about this session
Oh, wow.
where I was being shown that there's the possibility of having little portals in the root system. Okay. Portal about a third of the way between the soles of the feet and the Earth star. So around here, tiny little open portal, pumping in this tar, this insulator. So even you may heal it effectively or remove it, purge it, burn it very quickly. It's just, even as we speak, it's again respawning, going all the way up to the base of the feet, hitting the base of the crystal.
Okay.
It can't go anywhere around the crystal itself, but top and bottom can be insulated. We dealt with the being in dimension 10, blocking the soul star. Okay, let's go through, see who's doing this. We live and we learn, huh? Om Vajra Kili Kilaya Sarva Vignam Vam Humpe. Om Vajra Kili Kilaya Sarva Vignam Vam Humpe. Om Vajra Kili Kilaya Sarva Vignam Vam Humpe. Going through the portal. There's just an ocean of this goo. Vast reservoir of this substance. Is it connected to others? Is it connected to others? No. They've got this whole thing to try and prevent you from anchoring your codes into the planet. So that energy of balance, restoration, and transmutation that you hold doesn't affect humanity. This whole thing, let's get rid of it. Where is this? Is it +1? Yes, neighboring universe. What dimension is it? It's completely artificial. It's not part of regular creation. It's just a little pocket reality. All right, that makes the job easier. I'm exiting the little bubble. In the name of my beloved source of all sources, I collapse the portal connected to this beloved being of divinity. I pull in all the insulation, all the tar and goo from all domains that consciousness exists. I create a pocket dimension and pull this bubble containing the ocean in. All tar made for this purpose, for this type of violation, I pull in from all domains that consciousness exists. Those involved in its creation towards this type of violation, I pull in from all domains that consciousness exists for a comprehensive divine audit. All those aligned in action and intention, I also draw in completely. All data, knowledge, wisdom, and understanding used towards this violation, I nullify and pull in to this pocket dimension. All that has resulted from this violation, I nullify and also draw in. I set it all ablaze with the appropriate strength and vibration of divine fire, so that it may burn to such a degree for what remains to be of service to the highest good of all. Once again, I peg this into existence and speak it into reality. Okay, my honored fellow being of the void, it seems like every family, our family is not free from assholes. Yep, that's a shocker. Yep, the void contains these idiots too. Well, there's always one or two in a big family. Okay.
They always try to make it bad for the rest of us.
They make look us bad. Yeah, they make us look kind of, oh yeah.
Okay.
Righteous. This is appropriate. If the realm of the void, which was advertised as free from corruption, wishes to dish out justice and balance, it is only fair that the void is pure and clean.
Yes.
We're cleaning house.
Yes.
Mind blown. Okay, so the tar is burning. Nothing is going to come out of this intact. It's going to burn all the way down to its fundamental particles to be used in nature. Okay, let's have a look. Coming down into the here and now, out of the portal. No more goo coming through. Collapsing the portal, and now let's try washing the earth bridge and earth star and your roots. There we go. Bridge clean, focusing on the earth star, and now breaking up this stuff from your major roots. And now let's pull this stuff out, pushing light down through the light body, clearing up the roots and pushing light into your root system. Good. And I'm getting goosebumps all over.
Oh,
You can't fake this kind of thing. Yes. Okay. Happy birthday. You're reconnected.
You. I said happy birthday to myself today, and it's not my birthday.
Well, Okay, this is
It's
good.
like,
This is good. So this is big. Now, you and I, my wonderful friend, let's join forces towards this. Let's send a wave of balance and correction throughout the divine void. This is only appropriate. So just hold space for me. I'll say the words, and we're doing this in equal creation, co-creation. In the name of my beloved source of all sources, I initiate a wave of correction, a comprehensive audit of the entire realm of the divine primordial void. All that which is out of balance, all that which has become self-serving, all that which has moved away from being the instrument of creation in alignment with divine will, I set ablaze with the appropriate strength and vibration of divine fire, so that it may burn to such a degree for what remains to be of service to the highest good of all. Once again, I peg this into reality and speak it into. Wow, okay, good. House cleaning, appropriate.
yes.
So let's see, light coming in, entire light body clear, going into your roots. Perfect. Now let's get the energy of earth through your roots, up through the crystalline structure, into the branches, calling to our beloved Mother Gaia, asking for her healing and her blessings. This is going to be pleasant and enjoyable. Your root structure fills the planet. It has a very big impact on the physical body. The bodies are the gift of earth through the life that we consume. Okay. Pulling in energy into your roots, concentrating in the Earth Star, going up the bridge, and now into the crystalline structure, getting brighter, going to full illumination, now going up Soul Bridge, into Soul Star, all the way into the branches, all the way to the divine realm. Can you please give me 3 deep breaths? Let's bring these two flows into harmony. Shields just kicked on. Amazing. And we've just got an ice cream truck. Ice cream.
I love ice cream. Oh,
yeah,
God,
but
a royal treat awaits me.
Hey, when there's ice cream, that means we've done something right, yes? Okay, this is good. Both flows of life coming through. The crystal is in full illumination. The shields that are from the human body, they're very energy hungry. They need both flows through. That is on. Light body is indestructible to begin with, but now you will get all that is yours. See, you don't need anyone or anything. It's all you, my friend. But now you're connected to the self in a way that was being actively impeded. pulling in light from the soul, anchoring it into the planet. Now, all this information from being a member of every species, living the life of every form of life, that is already there. And now towards really juicing up the body. This is the slowest part. So please look into purchasing a furba. Now, this is a meditation instrument in the form where it has closed prongs. So this would be the source of all creation. And then left and right, we go to the light and the void. With the closed ends, you direct your energy inwards. It's held between the thumb and the ring finger. So this is amazing for healing work, for any sort of purging and purification. So things related to the body now. Ancestral stuff, genetic problems, whatever, these can be corrected. Granted that you are already in perfect health, and now you're taking action before the damage is done. You're nipping it in the bud. You're going to live long too. It's kind of like a two-edged sword. Be ready to be that 95-year-old riding your bicycle, right? Going to the shops, being a picture of health quite easily. That also means there's no prolonged illness or that kind of thing. You'll be that 95-year-old riding your bike and you'll pass away in your sleep. No suffering, none of that stuff. Now, we're moving forward from the self-cleansing to something that's a little bit more active or aggressive. Same type of instrument with open prongs. This now becomes a weapon. So this is really the lightsaber. Depending on who holds it, it comes to life. So again, held between the ring finger and thumb, now you project energy from the top and bottom. And then we take it to the next level. Same thing, source, light, and void. This is the representation of one of the beings of the void. And then this side is a tent peg. Same way you peg down something with this, you peg it into reality, your intention. And then we go from the void into sound. And so we choose which one of the infinite possibilities we wish to bring into existence, and we push it down to the level below sound, light, and then it suppresses the holographic reality. And what comes in its stead is what we bring in. Now, other than other beings of the void, which we did deal with, in fact, this should have been done long ago. I don't dare imagine what type of damage distortion from the void will do. So you and I, my mighty friend, we have done something very profound. We didn't just limit it to this universe either. The void is the void, it's everywhere. So correction there, now things can finally start being purified and cleared. I'll send you a link to one of these. There's many of them. You'll know when you see yours. You can find them everywhere, pretty much. Amazon, eBay, Etsy. And there's a book that comes with it. Let's see. Yep, I've got it handy. Kempo Nemdrol. Let me just undo the... I'll show you in one moment. I'll send you a link to this also.
Okay.
Let me undo the mirror so you see this straight. Okay. So it's the practice of Vajra Kilaya. Okay. Kempo Nimdral. And so this modality has been kept alive. The way you would integrate the energy. So this is my little worksheet. The mantra is what I've used. I'll send the mantra separately too. You'll need mala beads.
I have
Mala
them.
beads, you have them. Good.
Oh, and I was just shown mala beads in a dream. I have another session with you with lots because for questions, the Q&A, because I get a lot of symbolism in dreams. So
we can look into it together.
yeah.
By the way, expect stuff to come online pretty quickly.
Okay.
I'm talking in the next 45 minutes, next hours and days. Don't be surprised,
I
or
won't.
be pleasantly
I will be
surprised.
pleasantly
Pleasantly
surprised.
surprised, yes.
Yes. Yes.
So every full 108 reps of the
Mhm.
mantra, you tick one of these boxes.
Mhm.
And so I've done 9 by 12. If you do 9 a day, you can embody the energy in 12 days.
Okay.
If you take a day off, that's 2 weeks.
Okay.
It is kind of active, it's energetic.
Mhm.
So, but oh boy, it's worth it.
Yes.
So anything that doesn't belong, you're burning away, becoming the true you. So
Mhm.
burning away any distortion, all that stuff, genetic, karmic,
Mhm.
childhood, religion, education, finance, all that.
Yeah. I
So
pretty
you will
much
also
burned away
feel
a
the
lot of
heat.
it already. But yes, I'm looking forward because I know there's always so much room for expansion and growth. Like
Yeah.
we never get there in this lifetime, do we? I mean, there's so much, the universe is so vast, the cosmic consciousness and
Oh,
knowledge is so,
oh, we're already there. We're already
yeah.
there.
But
It,
just embodying it all and not
this
to the
this this
head, not to
works
the
towards
mind,
it.
obviously.
Um,
You know what I
there
mean?
are
But the
other there
embodiment.
are other types of meditative practice, specifically the kujikiri, but that is not necessary for you. You're already crystalline. You don't need it. So there's no USB ports in the root
Mhm.
extracting your kundalini. I mean, that is not possible. So for one way or another, you beat the system. You came in with your original structure.
Mhm.
None of the weaknesses of the human energetic form apply to you. So you don't need that stuff.
Okay.
You're already at a head start. But now, for the noble vessel to
Mhm.
also be on board, that's really what we're looking for.
Right, right.
And so this will do the trick.
Okay, good.
What else? So path of tantra. This is the masculine energy. If I may respectfully suggest you go for this one.
Mhm.
It will also heal the divine masculine.
Mhm.
I started with the energy of Kali, which is the feminine form of the same energy. It benefited me,
Mhm.
healing mother wounds and so on. So we're unique. We look for that which applies best to us individually. Um, I think this will do you really good.
And to embody both aspects,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
balance the masculine and feminine. Yes, I get it.
Goosebumps,
Definitely.
goosebumps. Yeah, you got to
Yes.
stop doing that.
So, okay. Oh, we're just in sync, you and I just felt it. I felt it. I was like, yeah, he's speaking my language now.
The it's interesting. We've got lots of us, beings of void, that are finding their way to me. Many of them come in soul families. They come in groups. For a period, I had angelic beings. Oh, those guys, poor things. They have it the worst.
Mm.
They go for the toughest life plans you can imagine. They go through the ringer. Lots of dragons, lots of shamans. Shamans are interesting. They're elemental beings. And now, the past, let's say, 2 3 weeks, I'm getting void beings.
Mm.
This is good. The family's coming together.
Yes.
And so we discovered some of our family members are not so,
Yeah.
they're not so
Yeah.
good, but we
Yeah.
dealt with them. So,
Well, it's funny because I've seen the octopus in a shamanic journey and I didn't know what it meant.
oh,
So I
yeah,
get visions, but I don't have context for them. You know what I mean? And
understood.
so that's why I do have questions. I mean, things are starting to recently because I really just surrendered to the process that I don't need to know what it means because it will be revealed when the time is right, period. And just keep being an open to all experiences from source, that and everything comes through source for me. And that's another big thing for me, is that you know, and I don't judge anybody for the path that they take. It's just been very important for me to stay focused and centered on source, because I felt source, and when I say source, the creator of all things, is uncorruptible. And that's the path I needed to be on. And that's the
Agree.
energy I needed to bring in. And because I felt like discernment, and understanding as a human being born without the ability to openly communicate with your higher self or embody all these aspects. I feel like I can embody them, but the discernment is difficult for a human, and I see that. And I mean, for me too, this is what I've been learning, like how important is discernment. And that's what I've been seeing lately. That's what's been shown to me as I look at all these different channels and where they're pulling information from, and how the ego is very dangerous while channeling, because you're opening yourself up to any being that would be happy to give you information, which some is true, to feed that ego. And so I never wanted to come from a place from that. And I never asked for anything for that purpose. Everything is for the collective. I don't ask for anything for myself. I wouldn't ask for every being. All beings deserve the same that I want for myself. And I've attracted all kinds of people to me. And one of the things that has been a common theme is there's been a lot of, healers, or, people who do modalities, that they're not allowed to work on my energy, and they get it clear they're not allowed to. And this has been a theme. And I was wondering, why is this theme? That was one of the questions. And it was funny. And so a couple have made me seem, they were angry that they couldn't. And they kind of took it out on me. Like, well, my Arcturian guide says I can't because you can manipulate black matter and not, and there's something, like wrong with me. I'm like, okay, that's fine, but it's almost like they try to play that on you. And I'm like, no, I'm not buying into that there's nothing wrong with me, you know.
There's,
I'm in,
there's,
I'm perfect. I am not, there's nothing wrong with me, but it's been
that is
interesting. And it
correct.
was funny. It's great that to find somebody who can actually work with me, because you're the first one.
We are one and the same.
Yeah.
My honored friend.
Yeah.
The
We
rest
are
don't
the
have
same.
access. It
Yeah.
takes, again, this is not a matter of ego. It is what it
No.
is.
Yes.
We each have a role. Everything and everyone is valid,
Mhm.
but certain things are sacred, and one needs to become worthy. And so we have reached this. We've been in this game of refinement and evolution longer than most beings. Before this local cluster of the universe, of the cosmos, has come into being, before the birth of this universe or all these neighboring ones, we've been at this game. You see, this is not saying that we are better or worse. It's just
No.
that we have through merit acquired certain stages of evolution, and evolution is infinite. We keep going up. So
Well, it's like seeing an immunologist for a brain tumor. You know what I mean? And it's just really, it's just as simple as that. It's not one thing's more important than the other. It's just that, we're all working on different things, and everybody has their purpose. And I always see
correct.
that. And I never diminish anybody's gifts
Mhm.
or how they choose to go about them, because it's always pertinent to somebody. It's always of service. And I truly see even the things that happen that may seem low vibrational, that are low vibrational, it still can be a service depending on how we choose to see it and how we choose to transmute that and move through it and learn an aspect of ourselves, because that's how I always saw it too. Like, and that saying, there by the grace of God go I. And I always felt that, because that could be me, that could have been me. Who am I to say that wasn't me? You know? And I understand the value of all life, like I would be the one that would try to blow breath back into an ant because I drowned it by accident, or when people were going to step, I'm like, don't they have their own consciousness? Don't they work together? Do they not have children? Are they not so connect? Aren't they so synced to one another that they share a common goal and they work in unison more than we do? That's consciousness. So why would we do that? I said, how would you like it if some giants came and saw you because they couldn't communicate when you were so small that they felt they could just step on you? Put yourself in their place, you know? And it's like, yeah. So I feel like I've been all these
All
things.
of what you said, this is the accumulation of all that I know. I'm going to send you the Kujikiri materials too. Have a look at them. So in terms of awareness, rank of soul, it's all there. But again, applying it to the noble vessel. This Kujikiri is an energetic process that will help the body be optimized.
Mhm.
So have a look at that stuff
I will.
too, although the wisdom is there without a shed of a doubt, but maybe a few rounds of iteration of these concepts, it will help the body. Now, so starting from the roots, the tanden, so your
Mhm.
energy structure is crystalline, but still looking at those, it will help refine that surface level of, let's say, the chakra system and the human vessel. So I'll include that. I'll include a link to the book. This isn't expensive either.
Oh, it's okay. Yeah, that's fine.
$15, $16
Yeah.
US. And it's a short book. The guy is to the point.
Yeah, look forward
So
to it.
they've kept this knowledge alive. These are
Oh,
some of the masters that have basically kept it going. It's got a, and this guy, this is Mr. Nemdrol. He's still
uh,
living.
very drawn to
The
that
whole
because,
book is
yeah,
71 pages, no
yeah,
nonsense, no
yes,
fluff, straight
good,
to the point.
good.
Yes, investigate this. This is the next stage to get the body to its maximum potential. Because energetically, we both know you're tapped in.
Well, you want to know what made me change my appointment? Because I was just going to do a Q&A because Chrissy said, I'll just do a Q&A. And I was like, okay. Well, I said, well, let me check out this guy because I haven't even checked him out. But she texted you and sent it to me right away. I'm like, oh, I better make the appointment then. She already let him know. And then I said, well, let me see, about him. And guess whose video I stumbled on? Chad.
Oh my
And
God,
guess
yeah.
what? I went on a grid work mission with Chad in
Oh,
Arkansas. And I met him on a grid work, and I was called to go on this mission. And I've never done a grid work mission. I said, well, I want to go. And it was like, you got to go. And I met him and I fell in love with him. And
oh,
I just love him. He's like the age of my son. And I'm like, God, Chad, I love you so much, and
soul
I kept
family,
on,
soul
yeah.
family.
And I just felt like this thing with him. And yeah,
Oh yeah,
I think
oh yeah, oh
yeah.
yeah,
And I was like, oh my God, of all people, how is that possible? You're in the UK, he's in
yeah,
California, I'm in
yeah.
Connecticut on the East Coast in New York area.
He's
I love him.
one of the beings of the void. Very powerful shaman. He's got the medicine of the black dragon, the black jaguar.
Yeah, he's
A
beautiful.
very powerful energy. And last time I met him, he had an open portal to source within his light body. It just blew my mind. I'd never seen anything like that. Yes, 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 yes.
Yep.
This
So
is
I feel like
absolute.
we're all being pulled together. You know what I mean? I was like, it
Oh
was a
yeah.
sign. I was like,
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
it's a sign,
Well,
definitely.
this is magnificent. I'll also send you the recording from our
Yes,
session,
thank you.
the links to the books and the tools. I'll
Mhm.
send you the Kujikiri stuff too. Have a look into it.
Okay.
I think it'll benefit you, even
Okay.
if it's just a few rounds, 9, 10 rounds of each. It'll get the process started.
Good. Thank you. I appreciate it. It was so
Yay!
lovely to meet you, and I'll see you in a week for Q&A. We have lots
Yes,
to talk
indeed.
about.
Yes, indeed.
All right,
So
honey.
drink lots of
Lots
water,
of water.
please.
Okay.
Get lots of sleep. We just opened up the floodgates. And this is all you, the magnificent you. But for a very long time, this flow was not coming into the vessel. So the body needs a little bit of rest and adjustment. Be gentle with yourself. Anything you need, please write. And please keep being awesome.
And will you too, and thank you. Don't, underestimate what you're doing for so many of us. Because
I'm just a
without
car
you,
wash boy. What are you talking
hey,
about?
we all have our roles, and yours is equally important as everybody else's. We're all in it together, right?
Yes.
And I'm very blessed that I was guided to one person to another, you know what I mean, to meet you.
Yes. You're
And
most
it was
gracious.
always gonna
Thank you.
be, it was always gonna be, we were always
Yeah.
going to come to this moment. You already dreamt it, and I felt it when I
Yes.
saw your
Yes. Yes.
energy.
Yes.
And
Wow.
yeah, it's all, you know.
Well, I'm deeply honored. I'm very grateful. I wish you the very best of everything, plus a side of cheesecake. Yes. So
Oh,
yeah, that's
that,
my thing.
don't get me started with sweets. I'm trying to be good. No.
Okay.
Oh
Okay.
God, thank
So
you, Dr. Nia. See you very soon. I
thank
don't
you
want to
so
hold
much.
you up.
Take good care of yourself, and
I
all
will.
the very best. Take care.
Thank you. You too, honey.
Have a
Bye-bye.
good day. Take
You
care. Bye
too.
bye. Bye.
Bye-bye.